everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction we watched the second episode of Joker Game.
If you want to check out our reaction, or non-reaction, to the second episode of Joker Game, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to leave us feedback in the comments section. We love hearing from you.
And feel free to subscribe to Otaku Saga so you can see us not really react to all the shitting grins and awesome espionage dialogue.
Please support the official release. We now return you to your regularly scheduled idiots. Ding!
But there's so much dialogue in this series.
Very dialogue heavy and very.
I'm
sorry. There's just a lot of thinking going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a spy thriller.
It's a proper spy story.
Yeah.
When you look back at this scene, or when you look back at this episode, how many scenes do you actually remember? Like, I think there was only like 7 scenes in this entire.
Okay, you got the cliff, and you got the resolution of the search of Gordon's house.
Yeah.
You have, let's see here, the decision being made to either continue being a soldier or go and be a spy at the very end.
And then there was him confronting the colonel and also investigating the colonel.
Visiting the colonel.
There was a lot of kind of flashbacks, flash forwards between him talking to the colonel and him investigating things.
And there was
after the inspection of Gordon's house.
Yeah. And then there was this long scene between talking to the colonel and discussing why he knew, and then from there going into the general, right?
I think. The head of D agency. I think he's a lieutenant colonel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the chubby colonel was named Muto, I think, and the lieutenant colonel's Yuki.
Yeah.
Okay. So going from Yuki's office to Mato.
I think you mean the other way.
Strike it, reverse it. Yeah.
Going from Muto's office to him walking and talking to
Yuki.
Yuki's the one with the prosthesis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get them eventually. It's only episode 2.
It's okay. We understand.
It's lots to take in.
But there's that scene in the transition between the two offices where when he takes a deviation to the restaurant, and then there's another scene where he's coming back and he meets up with Yuki again.
Yeah.
That's it. That was basically the entire show.
But within those few scenes, they had the writers crammed in. Well, crammed is a bit harsh. They had to work in an entire investigation for the Gordon case.
It feels like they've really done a good job with an adaptation. If this is an adaptation, I can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
It probably is, but it feels like they've done a really good job with an adaptation because it doesn't feel rushed at all.
No.
Yeah.
It feels like it's taking the perfect amount of time to tell the story that it needs to.
Yeah, I mean, it ratchets up for the more action-packed sequences, few as they are so far. But
I'm sure we'll get more.
It goes at a very contemplative pace for the rest of the episodes.
Yeah.
And that's just fine for something like this.
Yeah.
Not fine for reactions, I'm sure you guys know, but it is what it is, and it's a true espionage story.
Yeah. As far as stories like this goes, I'd rather have this than something that's a little bit rushed but has more action. I do gotta say, it doesn't seem like the writers know how prosthesis work, especially in 1930s, because when it showed Yuki picking up the cigarette case with his fake left hand,
And from underneath.
it kind of looked like his thumb moved to pick it up, but
yeah, and that is curved, so it's easier to hold.
yeah.
not a flat cigarette case.
Yeah, so it looked like his thumb moved to pick it up, but you wouldn't have any movement in prosthesis, especially in 1930.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
Like, I mean, they're just starting to get around to that, like, now.
Like motorized prosthetics.
they've only had it for like 10 years.
Not very long.
Yeah, not very long at all. So, I mean, that kind of breaks the suspension of disbelief just a little bit, but I can hand wave that.
Yeah.
Hand wave that.
Yuki can't.
But I
Handicap
did
jokes.
think it was really right.
I'm a dick.
And there goes our channel. No, but I did think it was really interesting how Yuki uses the. What he really does is uses the white glove to just call attention.
Yeah.
Kind of like doing a magic trick.
Yeah, I mean,
He uses something that's really pops to draw attention away from the fact that his left hand is fake, and that's really interesting.
yeah, quite interesting. And not only does that, hide his obviously a very obvious physical feature, but you could easily palm something or pickpocket someone or conceal a weapon. I mean, yeah, the uses for that, especially if you're a spy, are immense.
My thing is, how delicate is that prosthesis? It's too delicate. It's way beyond any normal reach of
Yeah.
the realm of historical fact.
Yeah, like being able to, definitely pick up something, that's almost as unbelievable as it just going like this and then there's a cannon.
Yeah. Because I
Which
can
would be awesome, but
knowing some magic tricks myself, I know that the delicacies and is that the right word? Intricacies of the dexterity that you need to sleight of hand stuff.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily sleight of hand. It's just using the same types of techniques that are used in magic tricks
yeah, just
to
diverting
call
our
people's
attention.
attention to where you want it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that can definitely be done. I'm just wondering how far he can use that prosthetic.
Yeah, and then also, like, just the way that it shows Lieutenant Colonel Yuki moving, it appears as though the prosthetic is only from about, well, certainly no higher than about here, because it shows him bending his elbow. But probably somewhere around here is where he lost his hand.
Now, here's another interesting thing. Did he lose it on purpose?
Probably not.
I wouldn't think so. Japan did fight in a few wars leading up to the Second World War. I think the big one before that would have been, was it the Sino-Russian War?
Well, actually, they did participate in World War I.
That's true.
technically.
Actually, during this time they've also had campaigns in Manchuria,
Yeah.
basically taking over a good load of China and Korea. So,
I'm just
there's
saying,
that.
like, if he had the dough to fish out for a very good prosthetic, and he was, trained to be a spy, shit, yeah, if I could fit stuff in my arm,
If they made a prosthetic that had the same amount of dexterity as a human hand,
it'd be.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, I'd go full cyborg.
Now, I mean, cyborg. If your strength and all that good stuff was augmented, perhaps, like if it gave me like more dexterity, more strength, then I might go for it then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that he would have lost it on purpose. I
Yeah.
think that either he
Star
was
Fox.
in a battle, or like maybe he was, spying in another country and he got found out. And
There you
had
go.
to make a break for it.
Or maybe a guy hit by a trolley. Who knows?
Right.
Life happens.
That would be the ultimate lame answer to that.
I got run over by a tractor.
Almost ran over by a tractor.
Nearly died of shock.
All right. Well, I think that about does it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
See you next time.
Hi everyone, Otaku Saga here, and we really hope you enjoyed this episode of Anime Reaction.
Yeah, and if you have an idea for an anime that you'd like to see us watch, leave a comment down below.
If you really like what we do, feel free to subscribe to our channel and visit our website at www.otakusaga.com.
And as always, thanks for watching.